Get ready to be shooked because Booktube-A-Thon 2017 is finally here. Words cannot express how much I adore the Booktube-A-Thon. It's like the Coachella of Booktube, you know, except, you know, with books and without all the weed. Well, speaking for myself, don't know about some of y'all. But anyways, today I will be showing you all my Booktube-A-Thon to be read pile, and if you don't know what the Booktube-A-Thon is, hi, you are clearly new. I will leave a link to the Booktube-A-Thon channel down below if you want to go and check it out and learn more information about what the whole event is. But jumping straight into it, the first challenge is to read a book with a person on the cover, and for this one I decided to go with You Know Me Well by Nina LaCour and David Levithan. So I don't know if you can see right there, but there is a silhouette of a boy and a girl on the cover, so it counts. If you didn't know, this is about a boy named Mark and a girl named Kate, and they're both gay and they meet at a pride event and they were friends at first sight, according to the tagline. This sounds really cute, so I look forward to it. Challenge number 2 is to read a hyped book, and for this one I went with none other than Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. So this one has made its way around BookTube, and now Albertalli's second book has been making its rounds as well. But I wanted to get to this one first. It's about Simon, who is gay, and he's in the closet, and you know, he's enjoying life, everything is good until somebody decides to blackmail him or cyberbully him, where his sexuality is concerned. It leads to like a whole bunch of drama and bacchanal. Challenge number 3 is a challenge that I most likely will not be able to complete, but I still have a book fit anyway, and that is to read a book in one day. For this one I decided to go with Artichoke Hearts by Sita Brahmachari. So this one is about an Indian family living in England, and that's pretty much all I know. I do know that this is one of those books that borderline between young adult and middle grade, so it's one of those like puberty books, if you catch my drift. But yes, I'm not sure if I will get to this book because, as I said, the challenge is a bit iffy for me, and I also lost interest in it, so we'll see. Challenge number 4 is to read a book with a character that's different from you, and for this one I decided to go with Out of My Mind by Sharon M. Draper. So this one is about a girl named Melody who has cerebral palsy, and I actually started this last year, but I had to DNF it. I have slight health anxiety, so when reading this book I found it a bit triggering where the health and medical aspects were concerned, and it didn't help that I brilliantly took this book to the hospital with me to wait for test results. So now I forever associate this book with the time I found out that I had a mild scoliosis. Fun. Challenge number 5, I think, is to read a book completely outdoors. For this one, I decided to go with The Enchanted by Renee Denfeld. This one seems like an easier book to read, and since I don't spend a lot of time outdoors because that's where other humans and sentient beings are that I just really don't like to be around, it would be easier for me to read something that I could read a good chunk of in a short amount of time. And the final challenge is to read a book that you bought just because of the cover. Now this is not something that I particularly do because I am too cheap and broke to do that shit, but there is one particular book that has a beautiful cover which I would say influenced my desire to read it, and that is of course The Mothers by Britt Bennett. This cover is just, it's so stare-at-able, if you know what I mean. Shout out to what is her name? Miss Rachel Willie. Girl, you know how to design a book cover. I don't know an awful lot about this book. I do know that it's literary fiction and it blew up on BookTube last year. Everybody and their mother was talking about it. Everybody and their mother. Get it? Cause mother. I'm so funny. All I know is that this book follows a girl named Nadia who gets pregnant for her local pastor's son, which sounds very scandalous. And she's also struggling with the loss of her mother who committed suicide 6 months before. So I'm really looking forward to see how that plays a dynamic in this very short book. But that's going to be it for my Booktube-A-Thon TBR. In the comments down below, I would love to know what you are planning to read for Booktube-A-Thon. And also, if you've read any of these books, let me know your thoughts on them as well. That being said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you have a lovely Booktube-A-Thon. And until next time, inshallah, keep reading.